it's Lianna Walden. I explores everyone. I am a sex and relationship coach and healer, and I guide people in sexfullness, means consciously pleasurable life, by creating a really good connection that's vibrant and healthy with your body and your sexuality. So today I want to talk about what's wrong with my cameraman. Okay?
It's covered.
What?
Okay. Let's go. Sorry.
Okay. Just working out the details here. So I want to talk about today why pleasure into our lives. Why do we not allow more pleasure into our lives? First of all, one of the biggest reasons that I think that this exists is that we default our pleasure to pain. Now, when I say pain, I mean, yes, physical pain, vaginal pain, a big problem, pelvic pain, aches and pains around the body, but also psychological and mental pain, like depression, anxiety, worthlessness, feelings of low self-esteem, fear, anger, things like this. These are the pains that I'm talking about. So we default to pain instead of allowing ourselves to express and feel and go into and enjoy the feelings of pleasure. There's a neurologist at Rutgers University that did some tests on this, and they did tests with rats and women, and they found that pain and pleasure are directly related. They don't exactly know how yet, but they are. And if you play around in the BDSM community, you know that pleasure and pain are intertwined. So I'm going to give you today 3 tips, 3 actions that you can do right now that will help activate and start creating more pleasure in your life. Now, first thing is you want to be aware of when pain starts to come up in your life. Physical pain, mental pain, you're feeling it, you're not feeling good, things are going downwards, spiraling down. You need some kind of a mantra. And I'm really big on mantras because mantras help to activate other aspects of your mental state. So, the mantra, I choose pleasure over pain. I choose pleasure over pain. You start not feeling good. I choose pleasure over pain. I choose feeling good and feeling pleasurable. I choose to look at this experience and have this experience as a more pleasurable experience. I choose pleasure over pain, and keep saying it and keep saying it. You have to almost convince yourself that you are allowed to go into pleasure, that you are allowed to feel pleasure. Now, one example that I had in my life was when I had opened my relationship. I was terrified. I was terrified about what we were going to do and how we were going to do it, and I was terrified to take the first step. And so I kept coming up with these pains, vaginal pains. I'd get my period way out of timing. I would have yeast infections. I would have soreness. I was uncomfortable, and it always stopped me from going to experience something more pleasurable. When I started giving myself mantras and saying to myself, I live in a safe universe, I choose pleasure over pain, I want this experience of pleasure in my life, I want to go into this pleasure, it's okay, we're going to be fine. Everything started to slow down, and I was able to then take the steps that I needed to, that allowed me a lot more pleasure. Number 2 is to activate your other senses, and I'm going to focus on smell, because smell is a very erotic sense and really beautiful. And if you can, you know what it's like when you smell a flower or you smell some baked goods. I mean, it just takes you into a euphoric state. So you can either find something that really you love the smell of and just spend a few minutes absorbing in that smell and that incredible pleasure that it gives you, and that it fills up your entire body with pleasure, just the smell. Maybe it's even the skin of your partner. Spend time smelling it and loving it and feeling the pleasure that you would have from that smell. If you just want to practice it without actually getting something, then absorb yourself into the sense of smell and feel and sense what you can smell around you. And wow, this really smells amazing. Wow, the smells in my environment are just beautiful, and enjoy and feel the pleasure of what smell can do to your body. Okay, that's number 2. Number 3 is to Soften your body. Be gentle on your body. When you soften, when you're gentle, you can start to allow some room for pleasure to become activated. Just try this right now if you're listening here now, or if you listen to this later. But think about a softening of everything, of your bones, of your skin, of every part of your physical form. And you start to feel a little bit of a lightness, but what you're also doing is giving space for feelings of pleasurable sensations. You might feel tingling in your body when you start to soften, because now you are actually focusing on your body, and pleasure is about the focus of the body. So think about the softening, and then put a little smile on your face, and think about, wow, this is so pleasurable to be here, to be in this space right now. So pleasurable to be listening to this about pleasure, because what is more beautiful than pleasure? Feeling pleasure. And the softening and the gentleness that you have within your physical form can help you activate more sensations and feelings of pleasure. Okay, so those are 3 things. Just give them a try. They are really great. And you know, why do we want to go into this pleasure? Why do we want to start shifting ourselves away from pain? Well, pain is not a very happy state to be in. It's heavy, it's uncomfortable. And pleasure is light, it's fun, it makes you feel good, it's healthy for you, it makes you feel young, it makes you feel vibrant, it makes you feel alive. So it's a very important aspect that we want to cultivate in our bodies. You have the superpower to activate pleasure every day, every second. Okay, so I am also offering in February 9th, 10th, and 11th for 3 days, three evenings, just 40-minute long sessions in the evening. Manifest the superpower of loving yourself. And I will go through in much more detail exercises that help generate the power and the energy of love within your body. I would love for you to come and join me. If you're interested, put in the comments, I love me, and I will give you more information, or message me privately and we can talk a bit more. Yes, so that's it for now. Next week, I am going to be talking, about pleasure and reading your own kinks, So you might be interested in joining me next week for a live. Thank you very much for joining. Like, share, comment, and I will see you next time. Bye. Much love making.